YouTube. I've been wanting to post this for 2 or 3 days, but never kind of quite found the words, and I still haven't, but decided I might as well throw it out there before it's kind of too late. What is the point to life? I asked that myself a ton of times. There's been one downside that I've found to being a free thinker in the past couple of years, and that's mainly that this type of a question and everything that surrounds it has become more distant. All that I've ever really came up with, the only answer that I've ever really found to this question is that I define my own purpose and my own meaning. But this definition that I give myself has changed wildly over the years, and many times it hasn't had much of a definition at all. I think the main problem for me is that purpose or meaning for myself doesn't ever manifest in a more deep or, I guess, long-term way. It's more short-term. It's like, instinctive. It's, if I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm tired, I sleep. That's kind of my purpose and meaning throughout the day, especially when I have this lack. I think many times purpose and meaning has eluded myself, even though it might be staring right in front of me. For example, I love long conversations about deep topics, friends and family, things like that, but whenever these situations present themselves, whenever these potential situations present themselves, I find myself many times preventing myself from engaging. I find myself preventing myself from doing these things for various reasons. Anxiety, self-esteem, confidence, things like that. Now that I think about it, that's probably most of the problem. Easier said than done, of course, but I think I need to allow myself to pursue those avenues of life that I enjoy with more vigor than I have previously. The real challenge is to pace myself, because many times I find myself putting far too high a bar on that, far too high of a goal, and when I don't reach that goal, then that situation only allows for me to create more self-hatred that then feeds into all my other negative emotions and starts the whole cycle again. I don't know what I'm really trying to say. I'm kind of rambling. I guess in the end I realized that although most of my life has felt meaningless and without purpose, there has been times when I did feel meaning and I did feel purpose. There have been times when I did feel joy and happiness. When was a time that you felt joy or comfort, and how do you feel you can get those feelings back? I got an idea. Why don't we break down those positive times in our lives, albeit as brief as they may be, and find the reasons that we feel are the cause of that. Then after that, let's give ourselves some realistic goals that we can set. Maybe a goal that, we would accomplish in a month or a couple weeks or something. And it could be as small as, walking around the block once, just to feel wind. Or maybe just walking down one sidewalk and then coming back, It could be that small, or it could be as big as finding yourself or something. The degree to which that goal is can be as small or as big as needed. But I think the key to this idea is that, at least for myself, I don't know about you, but for myself, I have a hard time self-motivating, and I think this could be kind of a cool goal in that we would motivate each other, where we would focus on pushing the other person rather than pushing ourselves. I think that could be pretty cool. But I don't know.